This judge was shocked when this devious ex kicked the husband out of his own house and canceled all his credit cards, so she put an end to her scam instantly.
The big issue, obviously, is the house. Quite frankly, in 35 years of doing this, I haven't seen such a massive frontal attack by a person in a divorce, in a sense of she went and got a PO to throw him out of his house that he owned prior to the marriage. She called and canceled all of his credit cards so that he had no access to money, cleaned out the bank account, and then also got a PPO so he couldn't go back to his house. I've never seen such a frontal attack before a divorce is filed from somebody. So basically, he was homeless, living in his parents' basement with no money, no credit card. He now has, and weirdly enough, I said, well, are the credit cards joint? He said, no, the credit cards were solely in my name, but she has my social security number. She called all the credit card companies and said that my credit cards were stolen, and then changed all the information to her email and her phone number as contact information on my credit card. I've never seen somebody be so aggressive and vindictive and angry. So my client was basically like, he had to borrow money from his folks to even hire a lawyer because he had no credit cards, no nothing. That being said, at this point, the primary issue is exclusive use of the home. My client purchased this home in 2002. He's owned this home for 23 years. These people have been married for 2 years. She got a PPO to throw him out of his own house that he owned for over 20 years prior to the marriage. My client right now is currently getting disability. The defendant is earning over $200,000 per year as a realtor. I was asking my client, he thinks that it's his wife's 4th or 5th divorce. Unsure, but I'm guessing that's how she knew how to do all this stuff. But he does want to get back in his house. The thought that you could take a PPO and do the PPO ambush before the divorce is horrific.
Frankly, we believe that financially she's going to be the one that ends up with it, or they're going to have to sell it. All this financial stuff that's come up today is new to me. I don't believe that she has canceled any of his credit cards or done anything with his financial being. So that's something I think for a different day, if they can present evidence as to that. But we think that it would be wrong for the plaintiff to be rewarded for the actions that necessitated the PPO. And my client should not be forced to move out of the marital home that she very well may end up in.
Regardless of the PPO, the court has to look at this asset. This home was premarital in terms of Mr. Alt owning it for a significant number of years, and that's clearly a huge issue in this case, and this is a short-term marriage. What I will do is I will give Ms. Alt 60 days to vacate the marital home, and he will have exclusive use at that time, and then we will work out the rest of it.